What is going on? Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm in the clear. So, like right when I hit click to hit the video and start off the show, somebody knocking on the door, ringing the bell. I'm like, really, dude? Really? It's like the worst timing ever. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Maybe it's important. Right?
It's like Avon
No,
calling,
it's not.
fuck off.
Yeah. Fuck off, god damn it. What is going on, all my action and crime thriller movie lovers? It's your boy, Preston, Phat Samurai Guy, back again with my man, that's right, filmmaker, actor, writer, martial artist, stuntman. He's done it all. Kyle Wong, welcome back, brother.
Thank you for having me back, and it's good to actually be back on this one, and holy crap, what?
Now,
I
this
can't
was your
believe-
suggestion, right?
Yeah, because for the longest time I was like, was this a good movie? Was it? I don't even remember. And then I remember watching it, and I was like, holy crap, this was violent as fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty violent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are talking about 1999. We're going back to the year that was ruled by The Matrix and Star Wars Episode 1 and everybody else that came out that year, like the Corruptor. I feel sorry for. But who do we got in the bat? Who chat is up in here? Who we got badasses here? Tribal Chief, what's going on, man? That's right. That's right. Brandon in the house. Oh shit. We got Psych Long in the house. What is going down? Brian Sanchez, what is going on? Yeah, throwing it up metal. We are metal here. That's right. That's right. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Justin. Damn, haven't seen this. Dude, seriously. So this is why this series is fun, because we get to go back in time and revisit movies that we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
And then the last, I mean, it's been a while since we've done an Is It Really? No, I'm sorry. Is it underrated? We've just done a Is It Really That Bad episode with Dirty Work, Kyle recommendation. Hilarious video episode. Check it out if you missed it. Check out our review of Dirty Work. It's hysterical. But is it underrated? It's been a while since we've done one of these. The last one we did, your boy was hanging out with the immortal John Hancock. We were talking about No Escape. That's right, Ray Liotta. And yes, if you're fans of that movie, you got to check out that review for sure. For sure. Oh, we have some love already.
Damn.
The chief that is tribal is showing the love already. Yeah. And I did do I know it's kind of last minute, but I did do kind of a bootleg poll to see what the public thought of the Corruptor. So I'll play that. I'll play that at the end because I always like to show the love. Whether we agree to disagree, it's all fun. But tribal chiefs chiming in now. Fuck it, we're done. Hey, we ain't got to talk about a review to movie. We're good. Which is
really crazy, because when you really think of it, it's like first movie of Hollywood for Chow Yun-Fat is The Replacement Killers, and then this is the second one, and it's just like no one talks about this one at all.
Yeah, he started off great.
Yeah, and then we go
started off great, but we'll talk about his other stuff later when we get towards the end of the video. We'll talk about the other stuff later. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the badass intro. That's right, because we keep it badass here on the channel of Badassity, the Corruptor. So let's start with our experiences when we first saw it, Kyle, and then we'll talk about how we feel about the movie now. So where were you? How old were you? You were 5 years old.
I was actually 10 years old, 10 or 11 years old.
Jesus.
10 or 11 years old, and
Christ.
I was just getting into Chow Yun-Fat movies like A Bear Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hard Boiled and The Killer. And it shook me. It shook me to my core when seeing him be the heroic bloodshed hero, dying in A Bear Tomorrow and The Killer. Spoiler alerts if people haven't seen that, but seeing that, I'm like, oh my god, that sucks. But you feel it. And then
you feel it.
I remember when The Replacement Killers came out here in the US, or in Canada, in Canada, like there is a way to see the movie with seeing it with your parents. So didn't get to see The Replacement Killers, but The Corruptor had that moment, and I was like, all right, let's go see this. And I just remember seeing it in theaters, like, damn, this is a violent movie. Hollywood actually did it. And I was like, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. And then when Chow Yun-Fat literally saves Mark Wahlberg. I'm like, oh, you did it.
You did it. Okay.
Bastards did it. But at the same time, like,
you younglings, all you younglings. God damn it.
Breaking rules.
God damn it.
But
so you enjoyed it. Have you watched
it?
Have you watched it not recently for this video, but have you watched it after you've seen it for the first time? Have you?
I definitely rewatched it a few times because it was interesting to see over and over again because of like how I've tried to dissect it when I was young, just like how did they get away with some of these gunshots to the heads and everything else, and not only that, like realizing, Mark Wahlberg's in this.
Yeah.
Like not just like Mark Wahlberg's in this. It was like it was interesting to see the Mark Wahlberg actually try in this, and
yeah. And I'm not the hugest Mark Wahlberg fan. I think if you give him the right director and the right role, I think Mark Wahlberg could do a really good job. I liked him in Lone Survivor, The Fighter, The Departed.
Yes.
You know, he was good in those movies, but you got to give him the right role. You got to give him the right director. Otherwise, he's going to show up and just be Mark Wahlberg for every movie. It was kind of perfect casting.
Yeah.
Him being the green kind of, rookie in a way. We find out later there's a little bit more to his character, which we'll get to. But yeah, let's jump right into it. Oh wait, I gotta talk about my experience.
I was like,
hold on a second, I forgot to do
all about me.
It's all about you, Kyle.
No.
We're gonna change the name of the series. It's all about Kyle. Really quick, guys, since I got you guys watching, if you guys are out there in Glendale, that's right,
nice,
down there towards LA, hey, Samurai Guy is going to be going to the DRAGONFEST convention down there, the DRAGONFEST Expo. I'm going to be walking around. Hopefully I get a chance to interview or at least take some photos with some, hopefully I get a chance to meet a whole bunch of martial arts legends down there. Brendan, Wet Movie One's going to be joining me. He's going to get autographs because that's what Brendan does. He's really good at that kind of stuff. But if you guys are going, it's this Saturday. And if you see me walking around, come up and say hi. Let's hang out and chit-chat and talk martial arts movies. But if you're interested in coming, I put a link to the event in the description box below of this video. Yeah, so check out the link. Click on it if you want to get your tickets online. Or you could show up. You don't have to get your tickets online. You can just walk up to the front door and pay to get in. It's that simple. But you got to pay cash when you're there. So... because it goes to the charity and stuff like that. But yeah, so I just wanted to throw that out there. I'll keep mentioning this every day, just to remind everyone, if you're there or if you've never been before, come on out there. I think Cynthia Rothrock's going to be there. Yeah, come on out there. And if you see Samurai Guy walking around, come say hi. So it's a DRAGONFEST. Yes, that's Bolo. Brandon was... I'm so jealous. You got a chance to meet Bolo. All right. So my experience with the Corruptor. All right. So big Chow Yun-Fat fan, killer, hard boil, all that stuff. And me and my buddy, he was the one that kind of showed me all these movies and got me into Chow Yun-Fat and all that stuff, Better Tomorrow and all that. And then... oh, I like that. Hold on. Chow is the original John Wick.
Agreed.
I like that.
Agreed.
And so we were kind of concerned and nervous about his debut here in America. Even back then, we were like, oh no, hopefully it's cool, right?
Yeah.
Then it came out. That introduced me to Anton Fuqua, and I became a fan of him as a director. I don't like every single movie he's done, but I do like a lot of his movies. He's a very talented director. And he, you know what? I don't remember. I don't remember my age at the moment.
No, you go with.
There's a lot of gray. There's a lot of gray hair here, so I've forgotten. But we saw Replacement Killers. We loved it. Absolutely loved it. That Replacement Killers talk, that'll be a whole other video. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a whole other video. But I loved it. Loved the style. Loved the music. Loved everything. Chow Yun-Fat was badass. Huge body count. Homage to John Woo movies. I mean, it was a great... I think that was a great debut for him, right? So we were like, on cloud 9 when we were like, oh my God, this is amazing. We got to see his next movie. So the very next year, 1999, isn't that crazy, dude? Replacement Killers is 98. The Corruptor is 99,
Yeah.
dude. Again, Chow Yun-Fat started strong when he got here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'll go with 15. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was. Anyway, and so we were excited. And we didn't give a shit. Mark Wahlberg was in there, whatever. Funky Bunch is in it. Who gives a shit? So let's go see it. And man, you know, there were parts that we did like. I remember how cool and badass the car chase was.
Mhm.
But I was so bummed that he died. Even though I'm used to him dying in other movies. I was
Yeah.
so bummed with that. And keep in mind, we're coming off the high that was super stylized John Woo style Replacement Killers. So we still have that in our heads. Remember, this is the very next year. So we still have that in our heads. So we're going in the Corruptor thinking we're going to get that. And so that was a mistake on our part. And so I just remember liking parts of it. I love Chow Yun-Fat in it. And it was interesting watching it for the first time. The audience reaction, I remember to this day. The audience reaction to Chow Yun-Fat as a performer, they laughed. They were really enjoying his performance when he was trying to be goofy and funny. Like this scene right here, which is like one of the best scenes in the movie. Like after he kicks
the shit out of Ryu.
Out of Ryu here, and he does this little like this little like
what?
He just, like,
what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, just shakes his hands out, and it's kind of does that. I remember to this. I never forgot it. The audience was busting up.
Yeah.
They were really enjoying Chow Yun-Fat, which I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised that 80% of the people in that audience, this was their first time seeing him. They may not even seen Replacement Killers.
Yeah.
But I remember they were really into his character, and I remember when Chow Yun-Fat died, the audience gasped. They were like, "Fuck!" I remember that. And we weren't expecting any of that happened in the Corruptor. So we kind of left the Corruptor, but a bad taste in our mouth the first time we watched it. And I don't know why. Maybe because I liked parts of the Corruptor. I don't know why I bought this old crusty New Line Cinema, baby. Woo! This is the OG. This got the New Line Cinema print introduction. This is some old crusty crust DVD. And I picture, I don't remember it exactly, but I picture me like grabbing the DVD case and just like looking at it like, do I really want to buy this? You know, like I did like parts of it, you know, Chow Yun-Fat's awesome in it. Oh, fuck, I'm trying to build my DVD collection anyway. Fuck it. And I was like hesitant, even when I was like paying for it, I was like, yeah, take it. And I think I took it home and I think I watched it like once. And then until this is embarrassing, but life happens, goddammit. Errands had to be run, things had to be done, things come unexpected in life. So schedules had to change. But ever since I bought this, when it came out on DVD, that's a long fucking time ago, I have not watched it since until today. Until today. So this has been that just shows how I kind of felt about the movie. I was just kind of mad with it. Like it was okay. It had its moments. Still was pissed off Chow Yun-Fat died. And I never touched it until today. You know how many goddamn years I had this DVD? That's a lot of years that's gone by. Okay.
Yeah.
So I watched it today. I'm like, well, you know, Samurai Guy's taste in movies and the way he thinks and views and analyzes films now. And I've seen so much since then. Let me give it another shot. Let me sit down and watch it. Let me have an open mind. I know I had the bad taste there, but let me try it. Let me sit down and just take it in. And I'm happy to say, Kyle, I'm kind of surprised. I enjoyed it, brother. I enjoyed it a lot more than the first time. Like I'm sitting here, it's funny. This has been happening a lot recently. This has been happening a lot. Like this movie right here. This B action movie called McBain. Sorry. Have you seen this, Kyle?
No, I've heard of it.
This is one of the greatest B action movies ever. Look at Christopher Walken on there.
Holy shit!
Yes, and his name is McBain, Kyle.
Like as in the Simpsons McBain.
Yes, Michael Ironside. This came out before that, so I don't know. Michael Ironside, Steve James. They got one of the dudes from the Warriors. All these other guys are like on his team, and they go in to help start this revolution. Dude, huge body count, crazy explosions, insane stunts, and I hated this movie. Me and Lady Phat, when we first watched this, I was bored out of my fucking mind. And we were like, dude, this movie fucking sucks. Well, everybody love McBain. Yeah. And then all these years later, I got sent this review copy, and we sat down. We're like, all right, let's just give it another chance. Yeah. I mean, Lady Phat were looking at each other like, is this the same movie? We're like, did we watch the same movie? Like, we were having so much fun. We were laughing, entertained. It was ridiculous, but over the top, but badass. Oh my God, dude. It's McBain. It's one of the best B action movies I've ever seen. So this has been happening a lot lately. And I'm very surprised that your boy, this DVD still works perfectly, by the way, because I only used it once. I only used it once or twice now. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised, Kyle, that I enjoy the movie now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But a lot of time has passed. Samurai Guy has matured a little bit more. And I have a lot more patience for films now. Because you got to remember, yes, The Corruptor was a different tone. Yeah, away from it. Yes. Yeah, you got to remember, I was like, replacement killers, hard-boiled killer, replacement killers. You know what I mean? And it's like this is like a straight-up crime thriller with an action bonus put on top there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Kyle was very surprised. Yeah. Very surprised. I said, and we can get into it really quickly here, but hold on a second. Plot synopsis for those of you that are brand new. I mean, don't forget, this is spoilers, but if you're curious about what the movie's about, here's the plot synopsis. So, with the aid from a New York City policeman, a top immigrant cop tries to stop drug trafficking and corruption by immigrant Chinese triads. But things get complicated when the triads try to bribe the policeman. Directed by James Foley. And I think you told me, Kyle, that this is really his kind of one and done big action movie, which is kind of sad.
It's sad, but at the same time, like, man, how do you top something like that? Like definitely after The Chamber, Fear, which is why he chose Mark Wahlberg at the time. But he did Fear right before The Corruptor, and then
it's kind of crazy because it's not like he has this background of action and stunts and filming shootouts and all this stuff. He doesn't have that. It's very strange. He's done a lot of TV and stuff. I mean, he's done action here and there, but in terms of a action movie, this is it, really. So it's kind of surprising.
And the fact that he goes to directing the sequels of the 50 Shades.
Well, God damn it. You got to eat, man.
Yeah.
You go from The Corruptor to 50 Shades of Grey. You gotta eat. I understand. But yeah, the cast in here is great. You got Rick Young played such a great slimy villain.
Like it was just interesting to see Rick Young like own this role.
Yeah, like he was too good at it.
Yeah.
Like, a little bit too good at it.
Every time you see him, you're just like, you gotta get him. This guy gotta get shot in the face somehow. He's gotta get shot in the face somehow. And sad part, it doesn't happen. But holy crap!
It's funny you mention that because I've been kind of when I'm over here editing and getting ready and doing all this other stuff. After I watched the movie, I had it play again with the audio commentary, so I was kind of listening, kind of not. I want to go back and listen to it fully, but he was saying that a lot of the studio was kind of pushing for Mark Wahlberg to just walk up to him and shoot him in the head.
Oh shit!
But to give it that kind of ending, but he was like that his character, it wouldn't just do that in broad daylight in front of people. his character is a good cop, and he did a good cop thing at the end. He got evidence on him and arrested him at the end. But yeah, just slimy, arrogant, cocky. Just he was a little bit too good at that role. But hey, he's a good actor. So we have Brian Cox. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Brian Cox is in this.
Striker.
Brian Cox. You know, I was always on the Brian Cox bandwagon. Okay, I always knew he was a good actor. Ever since he showed up in Braveheart for that one little tiny scene, you know, when he's telling them about how to use the sword, and do you know what was it? Do you know
Man, it's been so long.
The language. What is it? Do you know Latin? He's like, no. Well, that's something we'll have to remedy now, isn't it? You know, I still remember that, right? But everyone loves Brian Cox now because of that show that ended up killing them off. Sorry, spoilers. I didn't watch. And he was pissed off about that. But yeah, Brian Cox has always been the man ever since fucking Manhunter. All right. But anyway, but yeah, so Byron Mann, your favorite, Ryu
Hoshi,
plays Bobby Vu. I always thought Byron Mann was kind of an underrated actor, I thought.
Agreed. Like,
very underrated.
Like, definitely you see him here and there, but like to give him a villainous role like this after, I think right after Red Corner too. Yeah, because he was like the what's it called? He was definitely like that kind of business oriented, but to see him like full gangster villain, it really like shook me to realize Ryu Hoshi, Bobby Vu, holy fuck, that's two polar opposites, and that was really well done. Like how Byron Mann actually acted it out, and just being like not even just cocky, just knew what the plan was to do everything, but wanting to go further but couldn't because of Rick Young's character. It was really well done.
Yeah, everything I've seen him in, even in Street Fighter, he does his job.
Yeah,
you know. But even if he plays an over-the-top villain in what was it, the RZA's martial arts movie was the you could tell he was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go full ham over-the-top villain, and even he was entertaining as the main villain of that movie, just being so over the top. Yeah, but yeah, shout out to Byron here. He's always good. I've never seen him like suck and everything. Hold on a second. Sorry, Tribal. Sorry, man. I spoiled it for you. I heard Brian Cox was pissed how they killed off his character. They were like, "The fuck." Yeah. Now I hear people going, "It's the ba-da-ba-ba-ba guy." Fuck you. That's fucking Manhunter. Brian Cox. Put some spect on the name. There you go. But anyway, what's that? McDonald's fucking jingle? Whatever.
Yeah, it was.
So right after the beginning, great explosion. Look at how close. That is not a CGI explosion, guys. Look at the right. Look at the right and look at the left. That's two people on the left.
Yeah.
And it's a guy on the right. Right there. By the explosion. It's insane.
Literally starts off with a bang.
There you go.
And like, we get the like Terminator style opening credits, and then basically just, oh yeah, here's New York. By the way, here's a bomb. What? What's going on? Like, this is our movie. Yeah, this is what we're starting with. You're just gonna get this. I'm like, okay, yep. Here's the villains. Have fun.
That's it. Came out the car in broad daylight. Didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
What was the name of their group again?
The Fukinese Dragons.
Fukinese. I didn't want to say it because I had a feeling if I said it was going to sound racist. Mother Fukinese. This explosion scene kind of reminded me of the explosion scene in The Untouchables.
Yeah.
With the little girl. Mister, you forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of that angle kind of reminded me a little bit. But yeah, great opening, showing our villains, establishing. But what a great opening for our boy here, man.
Yeah.
Look at our boy doing what he do best.
Yeah.
He's
and
like,
it was like, after rewatching it, I was just like, he was actually waiting for them to come up. I was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, when I was young, I was like, oh, holy shit, he was waiting for them. And it's like, don't worry about it. I have to close the store. They're coming by right now. He's like, don't worry about it. I got it. I got it. I got it. And then they just come in. I was like, holy fuck.
He was in there. He was playing cards or something like that?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and
He's
he was
playing
trying to
cards
get
with the old man.
information on the Fukinese, and some
Yeah.
real Fukinese start walking in, you know, trying to be all badass, and he's like, "Look, shut the fuck up, trying to play here."
Yeah.
And then we had that confrontation, and then he pulls out the gun right in front of him, slams it, and he's like, "Shut the fuck up, learn English or some shit," like said something like that. And then they were like, "What?" And I love how right after he slammed the pistol, because he knew it was gonna escalate. He knew, like after that, that was it. He gets up, he stands up right next to the guy, and then does this to his head and starts smiling. Like, I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you to do it. And then the guy tries, and then boom, shoots him right in the head. Right at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. I was like, this escalated, but it was so well done.
Yeah.
Like, just how Chow Yun-Fat just really not even just leaned into it, just knew how to escalate it. Just like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. Oh, you better. Like,
but the point and the smile.
Yeah. I'm like, no one can emulate that and be believable about it.
No. I watched that scene, and then I paused it, rewinded it, and then I held up my phone and recorded it off my TV, and I sent that to Lady Fat Blood. Just that scene.
Yeah.
And then I typed, Chow Yun-Fat is like, no, I put, this man is a legend. That's what I put. I sent that to her today. Yeah, dude, like, it was great. So great opening. Oh my God, you guys. This is my thing now, Kyle. This is becoming more and more apparent the more action movies I watch. You guys, the sound design in this movie is off the fucking charts. This is an old ass, early 2000s, I guess at this point, crusty DVD, and my sound system, my walls were rattling with every explosion, every bullet whizzing by, all those beautiful squibs, those real, no CGI blood, beautiful squibs. Oh my God, dude, the sound design of this movie is so good. It's so good. Yeah. But yeah, great opening, showing our boy here, and just being a straight pimp. But he's just too cool, man. He's too cool, and it's natural. Yeah. But like you said, who else does that, right? Who else can do that? Nobody.
No
and
one.
Here's another good example. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
So when he finds out, he gets sent the green Mark Wahlberg.
Yep.
He goes to Superior. He's like, dude, in Chinatown, they don't like white people and they don't like cops. What the fuck are you doing sending me a white cop, right? He was like, all right, well, after that explosion, you're going to need all the help you can get. This is kind of your fault. And then he tells him to get out of here. And then he does this. Does that, points it at the guy, slowly turns around. And he slowly turns around. He's like, yeah. They're basically saying, fuck off, I'm out of here. And then he walks out. No other actor could have pulled that off.
No.
Could you imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger?
or even alone, just going, I guess.
Hold on a second.
Van Damme doing it. This is like,
that'll be hilarious to watch.
Yeah.
Because Van Damme would probably like you said, he makes love to the camera.
Yeah.
He probably would try to make it look sexy.
Just like,
but yeah, we love all those dudes. They're legends. But there's only one Chow Yun-Fat.
Yeah.
There's only one. It's crazy how people, some actors and performers, they have that it factor. But they kind of don't really have to do anything. And you can't take your eyes off of them. And I always go to Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon, where he's literally just standing there at the end. He's just standing there while everyone is fighting, and you can't take your eyes off of the guy.
Yeah,
it's insane. But yeah, back to the you like that? Oh my God, because he's worse than white. He's green.
Green!
Yeah,
right in the Chief's face.
Oh yeah,
he's worse than white. He's green.
There you go. Shout out to Will here. I think Uncle Benny plays the same character in every movie.
Which
Lethal Weapon 4, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
which
there you go,
actually
there you go.
played right before it came
Oh,
on.
that's hilarious.
And I was
What?
like, "Here's Uncle Benny again." Yeah, Lethal Weapon 4 played right before it came on tonight, and I'm like, "Hey, Uncle Benny! Uncle Benny's here!" And I'm like, "Man, I wonder, were they doing Uncle Benny movie universe things beforehand?" Which again, it's like, it's a canon event.
It's a shared universe.
It's a shared universe.
It's confirmed right now.
It's a canon event, everybody. It's a canon event.
Wow.
Uncle Benny is a canon event now.
Wow, that's hilarious. Dude, how funny is that? But yeah, Byron's great. But we get introduced to our main two leads here, and I love Chow Yun-Fat's face as soon as Wahlberg walks in.
I was assigned to this unit.
Fuck is this? Like what is this?
Yeah.
Like he's just looking him up, he's sizing him up and stuff like that. But you gotta, it's most likely gonna happen to any newbie, that gets hired. But this guy on the right, Kyle,
yeah,
where did this guy come from?
I don't know. Ung just played like the guy who played Ung literally played it like, I'm gonna be the most perverse, but yet not just comical. I am literally gonna just this job fucks with you. This job fucks with you. So you know what? I'm gonna fuck with you too. And he literally does. I'm like, damn, he's not. He doesn't hold back. Like that job.
They go out drinking and just the random. You white people think Asians have small penises. I'm gonna show you right now, motherfucker. I was like, what the hell's happening? Well, that's what happens. You get too much alcohol in some people. But yeah, the actor that played him was Andrew Pang.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he is so... he would just appear in a scene, say something insane, and then walk off screen.
Yeah, literally like the first rate is like, keep your eyes locked and your hands clocked. And don't try to feel like Chinese tea, pervert. Either you pervert. And then walks in. And I'm like...
Yeah. He just says something crazy, fucks with Wahlberg, and then walks off, or Chow Yun-Fat slaps him upside the head, or something like that. But yeah, it's personal. He wants the Fukinese to be. Hey, you tell your boy, you tell your boss, time's running out.
Yep.
But yeah, I love this scene. I mean, again, only Chow Yun-Fat could get away with crazy shit like this.
Kind of like Denzel. It look good.
Yeah, kind of like Denzel Washington from Training Day.
Yeah.
What was it? Only King Kong ain't got nothing on me. No other actor could pull that line off. It's like, yep, that's a Denzel. I wonder if that was an ad lib.
I don't know.
That feels like an ad lib, doesn't it?
It definitely does, especially like when David Ayer was just starting off. Damn.
Yeah, there you go, Kyle.
We're going on a penny rate.
That character's wild, man. But they got to work together. They don't really like each other at first, but they got it. It's their job. They got to work together. But old slimy here.
Yep.
Henry Lee, the character of Henry Lee, he starts to try to sink his claws into Mark Wahlberg and getting him to do his bidding.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Wahlberg's character Danny Wallace, thinks he's doing good. They rescued those girls that were getting shipped around.
Yeah.
So that was a good shootout. Because after this scene here, Byron Mann was like, he's like, why are you still alive? He's like bitch slapping this dude.
Yeah.
Poor Jack.
Yeah.
Poor Jack, the character of Jack. He's like, you let all your brothers die and you're still here. What are you doing? You better get revenge.
Yeah.
And so when they're all out and about, they get jumped right in that whorehouse. And it was a nice little hallway shootout. Yeah. And Chow Yun-Fat's like busting through the wall to try to get a better angle. Yeah. That was crazy. But yeah, just a lot of crazy, wild stuff, man. But dude, the fucking car chase was just as great as I remembered it. Now, here's the crazy shit, bro. I know you said you were surprised how violent this American movie was, right?
Yeah.
Here's the crazy shit. Remember, I had the audio commentary on playing off. Yeah. I'm listening off and on, right? Guess what? This movie's actually more violent They cut stuff out.
Damn.
Yeah, it's more violent, dude. Like when you get to the crazy car shootout chase, and you got all those random pedestrians getting fucked up, which was like insane, right?
Yeah.
There was like way more bodies.
Fuck.
There was like 10 more, 15 more bystanders that got killed. But it was too much for the MPAA. So fuck the MPAA.
Yep.
But he was, you know, he kind of mentioned he would love like to do another version, but how long ago was this DVD release?
Yep.
So most likely we're probably not going to get like an extended cut or unrated.
Like
or
the fact
like
that we got a Replacement Killers extended cut. But yeah.
Did that have more action in it? I don't remember that one.
It had more character development,
Okay.
more on Chow Yun-Fat's character and a little bit on Mira Sorvino's character.
Okay.
But yeah, I would definitely, the fact that there is the Corruptor Blu-ray out now, but
yeah,
I don't know
what's on that Blu-ray. Can you bring it up?
Yeah, just bring it up right now. So we get
after rewatching this, I would like to upgrade at some point.
We get the commentary by the director from the.
Watch it's the same special features.
He is from the underground up, the making of the Corruptor, and then music video, and that's it.
Wow, you know it's bad when Blu-rays have less special features than the DVDs. Do you remember when DVDs had like awesome menus?
Yep.
The menus on here, dude. The menus on here are dope.
Yeah.
You know, it's just crazy. It's just kind of sad where Blu-rays are like, "Hey, fuck it, just hit play."
Yeah.
And 4K doesn't really have anything, really.
No, it's just like, here's your movie.
Yeah,
take it and go.
It's always a separate disc. But you know, fun, cool, badass menus are dope. My buddy of mine bought I don't know what company released it, but somebody released The Killer, and the menu was the church shootout in slow motion. That was the menu, but they superimposed bullet time bullets. Flying at Chow Yun-Fat and Danny Lee and going back. Yeah, it was cool just for the menu.
Yeah.
I miss stuff like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, this was supposed to be more violent, bro.
Damn.
Like this, you know, it was supposed to be more violent. It's insane. But yeah, this chase sequence is still just as phenomenal as I remember watching it the first time. I mean, look at this shit.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just guns a-blazing, Uzi shooting, shotgun blasting, cars rolling over, explosions. You know, look at that. A real car doing a real stunt, Kyle. Remember those days, Kyle?
I remember. Petridge Farm remembers.
Petridge Farm remembers. But yeah, this stunt where the car's spinning around and it goes straight into the windshield got cracked all the way through from the back of this truck here with the lift down. That was nuts.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
I did not expect that in the car. I was like, holy shit. How are they gonna get those guys? But at the same time, how are they gonna get out of that? It was.
There were more deaths in the Corruptor DVD. We'd have to check the time, like the runtime for DVD and Blu-ray, see if they're the same. So, but yeah, this was the commentary where I watched the audio commentary of the director, and he was just like, "Yeah, it's supposed to be more violent." Especially this scene right here. This scene, I don't know if it was supposed to make you laugh, but you know, Samurai Guy's got a dark sense of humor. I was like busting up at this. I don't know why.
Just like, we're gonna kill you anyway, and just immediately fill full of bullets. I'm like, Jesus, how much more bullet holes are you gonna put him? And they're like, yes.
poor Uncle Benny.
No. What is it? It's. So anyways, I started blasting.
But right before they finish him off, because you know our boy Rick Young plays Henry Lee. Henry Lee wants to take over, so he uses Iron Man and the Fukinese to take out his rival, his boss. Really, he's like Uncle Benny's like, "Fuck you." Yep. You're not man enough to kill me. And he pulls the gun on himself. He shoots himself, you know, in the mouth. Which is a violent scene, but when I was listening to the audio commentary, it was supposed to be more violent.
much more
It's
violent.
actually more violent. But the studio was like, no. MPAA is like, no, that's enough. So yeah, we need seriously hashtag it. We need an unrated release.
Corruption cut.
The corruption cut. Yes. Oh man. But what did you think? Did you rewatching it again? I did enjoy it a lot more, but I felt third act leading into the finale a little bit. It got slow.
Yeah, it definitely had that slowness when
not bad. I wasn't bored.
It was definitely
it just
it was
took
definitely
a while.
like how we finally get the reveal of like who Mark Wahlberg's character is, being investigating Chow Yun-Fat's character for the internal affairs, and then when it's revealed to Chow Yun-Fat, it does take that slow turn of just like he's trying to process it, and I did read in the trivia that he was originally supposed to like trash that whole bathroom, and he said that's the American way. Here's how I would do it.
Yeah, he said that on the audio commentary.
Yeah. And just seeing that difference and trying to understand what he's gonna do for what was gonna lead up, and then it leads into that tense moment where they finally get to the final confrontation. You really wonder, is he actually gonna kill Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
And he was like, and Mark Wahlberg actually says to him, like, you are a cop. You're a good cop. And I'm just like, holy crap, he is really actually like, he's actually like, not just selling it to him. He's like, no, I am fucking serious. I've seen what you do. Even the bullshit like that you deal with.
Right.
No, like you are a fucking good cop. And then Chow Yun-Fat immediately like not even changes his mind. He's just like, yeah, all right, fuck it. We're in the shit now. And then it goes into like crime thriller action territory again. But I think that like, even though it's slowed down to that right moment of like the tension between them that really
like I said, I wasn't bored when it slowed down, but there was tension. I like when he just showed up in his apartment and was just like, so you gonna let me in or
ask me in.
He just does that. He's like, so you want to come in? And he's like, he just walks in.
Just even asking him like, what's the point of like, so ask me in, and he's just like, you want to come in? I was like, I'm just like, this guy, like Chow Yun-Fat can get away with
dude. Again, he's the only way he can get away with it, man. But yeah, great tension, suspense building from both of them, because you actually did. Even when rewatching this again, I knew the ending, but just like experiencing it again, I was like,
just the sudden nuances and everything.
You don't know what he's gonna do, but that scene in the bathroom was great.
Yeah,
and the director said he didn't understand when Chow Yun-Fat told him what he wanted to do. He's like, huh? But then once he showed him the whole breathing technique to kind of release the stress and anger because he's about to lose his fucking mind.
Yeah,
the director's like, oh, it's great. Leave it in the movie. Yeah. Again, who else would do that?
Like, it's
who else, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, again, rewatching this film and then having a different appreciation of it.
Yeah.
And knowing that they were gonna make something like not just a heroic bloodshed like a John Woo film, but just something North American with Chow Yun-Fat. And I was like, this is the only time we actually see Chow Yun-Fat do this properly with his acting, and just a good story in some way. And I'm just like, no, they actually honored, like, in a weird way.
Yeah. Will says here, Chow carried the movie into the third act, so it's understood why it felt sour when he died. Yes. But at least, back then I was like, fuck this movie. But now I'm like, hey, the movie made me feel something. How interesting when time passes, so you look at movies a little differently. Hold on a second. When Chow gave the money to Mark for his father, that's when they knew they were in deep. Yeah, Cox playing the former cop loser dad he's just so good at it. He's like a natural. I loved when he gave the money back. He's like, "Fuck you, your internal affairs. You're going against your boys, your own kind." Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So yeah. But yeah, just so good. Oh yeah, the soundtrack was all hip hop focused. Yeah. Oh, don't make me go out and buy the soundtrack now, Justin. I'll go out and get the soundtrack now. Yeah. But yeah, you have that tension. Is he going to kill Mark Wahlberg's character? Then they end up teaming up, and we have a nice little bonus shootout at the end, which was much appreciated. Some good stunts, falls, people set on fire.
Some fire, holy shit!
Again, just such good sound design, dude. Jesus Christ. From an old, I can't imagine how the Blu-ray sounds.
Yeah.
When this DVD kicks so much ass. Even the picture wasn't terrible for an old DVD. I was surprised. But yeah, man, boom. Byron, shot Mr. Chow Yun-Fat's character, Chen. Chen got in the way to save Wahlberg. And still, what's his character's name again? Bobby Vu.
Yep.
He still got taken out.
Yep.
So that was dope. That was dope. And then we have our funeral sequence here at the end. And you could see Wahlberg's character look at the change from as soon as he walks in the door with them goofy glasses.
Yeah.
And he's so green. And then by the end of the movie, he's like a totally different person because he's been through some shit. So
yep.
It was phenomenal, man. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it a lot more. I'm surprised. I'm stunned. You're on fire, Kyle. It has not happened yet.
Yeah.
Kyle recommended a movie that we revisit or review, and I was like, Kyle, I have to agree with you. I have to agree to disagree, Kyle. Kyle, what the fuck were you on the sauce?
No, I've just been like, while working on some stuff, I need something good or something bad to watch, and then I'm like, this ain't bad. This is actually, holy fuck, this is actually really good, because it was on Tubi not too long ago, and I'm like, I haven't watched this in a long time, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, holy fuck, this is actually.
Did it look HD on Tubi or?
Yeah, it did. Like,
it figures because it's not on Tubi now.
Yeah,
the only place that you can watch this movie now, as of right now, I think is Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
I couldn't even find images. I barely could find images. I couldn't even find GIFs of this movie.
Yeah.
IMDb barely had any images. In IMDb, I had to take images from the trailer to show you guys tonight. That's the images that you're seeing. I'm like, dude, this movie is underrated, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah. That's what's scary. And I'm just like, how is no one watching this? And Tribal Chief just said, "Is it still on Tubi?" And sadly,
no,
not right now.
I checked earlier today. Yeah,
and
yeah,
I really wanted to rewatch it again, and I was just like, "Nope, not on Tubi." I'm like, "Fuck!" And so I'm looking at Amazon. I'm like, "Do I want to buy it? Do I want to buy it?
Or
do I want to
pay the $2.99 to rent it?" I guess,
But like you, I want the physical copy. Like, I'm just like,
no, this is enjoying it a lot more now. Taking it in differently. Than my young self in the 90s, where I'm just like, explosions.
Yeah.
That's it. Explosions and boobies. Now I am matured. Now I'm like, well, let me
no. It's like explosions and breasts. No. Wait, no.
Explosions.
No.
And
It'd be more like, no, it would be fireworks and memories.
We're mature people. Yes. But yeah, dude. Very surprised. I thought I was gonna feel exactly the same. But dude, you give me a Mark Wahlberg movie that I didn't want to kill him, or I was bored.
Again, I was surprised.
The director actually letting Chow Yun-Fat act.
Yeah.
And as much as I have an orgasm or an action orgasm watching Replacement Killers.
Yep.
I have to kind of, for me, I love that movie, but I still kind of have to agree a little bit that you know, in terms of showcasing him as an actor is, you know, really diluted in Replacement Killers. He barely talks. He barely does anything in that movie. And even though, because it's Chow Yun-Fat, even though he barely talks and doesn't say anything, he still kills it.
Yeah.
In his eyes.
Yeah.
But I get why people don't like, you know, not, you know, people that hate Replacement Killers. That's a little too rough. Okay. But people that have issues here and there with it, including why they just didn't let Chow Yun-Fat talk.
Yep.
I understand that. This is the total opposite. Total opposite. This, the director just let him go.
Yep.
Let him improvise. Let him act. Show his charm. Show his charisma. Show why he is a legend.
Yeah.
In filmmaking. And, you know, and that is rare, especially here in the States.
Yeah.
And you got a foreign actor you're bringing over here. Yeah. That's a rare thing.
Like, this was like, we know with Jackie Chan, we know with Jet Li, and then Tony Jaa, and then Iko Uwais.
Yeah, look at what's happened to everyone else. Like I said, he started strong.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get to something else. I'm gonna get to this a little bit. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. We got McCloskey in the house. What's going on? Love the Henry Lee character. There you go. How he sees Danny Clue. Yeah. There you go. All right. But yeah, man, we're just gonna get straight to it. Is The Corruptor 1999? Is that movie underrated? Yes, I'm gonna say it's underrated. No one talks about it. I don't see anybody reviewing it. Again, I could not find images from the movie on goddamn IMDb.
Yeah.
There's barely anything there.
No one is really talking about it.
It's kind of sad. Yeah. It deserves more love. But what did the public think about it? Let's see what the public voted for. Hey, there you go. There you go. You love how I put down there? No, it deserves to be forgotten. Hey, I give the public a voice, even if we agree to disagree. But look at that. 89% said that they believe it's underrated. And it's nice that to not feel like we are the only one.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Holy shit.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens. I feel like I'm like the only guy, or me and Lady Fat are like the only two people that like a certain movie. But it's all good. That's all that matters. As long as you enjoy it, that's all that matters. But another reason why I feel like this movie's underrated, not just because revisiting after 5 billion goddamn years, I enjoyed it a lot more. I did enjoy it. But when you put things into perspective and you remember what came out after this movie, it's sad. It's really sad, and I'm glad Chow Yun-Fat went back to the motherland and then kind of semi-retired and he's doing whatever the fuck he wants, because he can do whatever he doesn't have to act anymore. But if he wants to act for fun, it's all good.
Like right after was Anna and the King.
Oh right after that, I'm going worse. I'm skipping a few years,
and then Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Right, that was the big one. But then here we go. Bulletproof Monk. Pirates of the Caribbean, where they made individual movie posters for Chow Yun-Fat just for him to be in the goddamn movie for 5 minutes, and they kill him off. And of course, everyone's favorite, Dragon Ball Evolution. So if you put things into perspective, this is really underrated in comparison. Really underrated in comparison. And you hear more people talk about Dragon Ball Evolution than because it's bad.
That will forever be forgotten. We're never going to talk about that piece of shit. Never.
That's the next review. We're doing it.
I will do my.
What if I want to do it, Kyle?
I will do my M. Devine from Pitch Perfect.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know, there were some fans out there for Bulletproof Monk. That's nice. That's nice. What's my saying? Someone somewhere, that's their favorite movie. I always say that. But yeah, I could see some people enjoying Dragon Ball for like it's so good it's bad. But that's brutal. That's pretty brutal. I do remember, though, again, what was I saying earlier?
Yeah.
He was entertaining in that movie.
He knew what his character was, yes, Master Roshi.
Pervy Master Roshi, and he was funny.
Mm.
You know, but it's Chow Yun-Fat.
I will admit this. I saw it in the theater.
Oh,
with
no.
I will admit I saw Dragon Ball Evolution in the theater with 2 other friends.
Oh, I wish I saw it with friends.
I had never watched that movie ever again after that first time. Ever.
What do you think? What do you think, guys? Is it gonna? Are we gonna revisit? Are we gonna revisit?
Hell no! Fuck that shit. I am not.
Kyle, it's good now. Your expectations were different then. It's actually pretty good. Come on.
Just like episode 9, it was shit. or what's his name? Jay Sherman from The Critic. It stinks. It stinks. It stinks. It stinks.
Oh, the dark days. The dark days of live action anime. I mean, sometimes it's still kind of dark, but it's a lot better than what it used to be. The early 2000s were rough.
You know what the sad part is?
They were rough for all genres. There was some good stuff, but superhero movies, I mean, it was like the dark era for stuff to try to get going.
You know what the sad part? What I would watch other than Dragon Ball Evolution, I would watch Iceman 5 more times. I would watch Invincible Dragon 5 times and watch Dragon Ball Evolution.
I don't know. Well, yeah. It's bad that I had to think about it.
Right?
Tribal Chief's gonna unsubscribe if I do Dragon Ball. I guess I'm losing a subscriber today. I guess. Oh man. Oh well. It was fun, brother. Peace, love, and soul, baby. I'm just messing with Kyle. I want him to be nervous. I'm trying to fuck with him.
Next thing I know, it's like the Church of the Samurai kind of went downhill. Why? Because he read from the book of Dragon Ball Evolution.
Like, you know what I feel? If hell freezes over and we actually do review Dragon Ball Evolution, we have to do it with a whole bunch of people. Like we have to have like 5 or 6 of us. Like just we want more people to. We want to spread the love of
it's like.
We want more people to be tortured by this, and we experience it together.
Can we find one good thing about that fucking film? Everyone name one goddamn good thing. Everyone's just gonna say, Jamie Chung, Jamie Chung, Jamie Chung, Jamie Chung, Jamie Chung, Jamie Chung, Jamie Chung. And it's like,
well, Bulma wasn't that bad.
Again, Jamie Chung.
Oh, that's Jamie Chung.
No. Bulma was Emmy Rossum, but no one cared.
Yeah.
Because that's how that's how bad it was. It was
like, that bad.
It was like, what about Bulma?
Look, I'm trying to find positive shit. It's not working. Okay, I'm trying.
It's literally like that meme photo of that guy looking at the other girl while his girlfriend's right there. And it's like Bulma's right here, but Jamie Chung's Chi-Chi is right there.
Egg Shen, what's going on, brother? We just pretty much wrapped it up. It's good to see you, man. Oh my god, this is hilarious. This is the Corruptor review turned into Dragon Ball.
I knew it was like
you know, just to show how far we've come. A buddy of mine who should not be named because it's my buddy. Huge diehard anime fan. And I remember when Dragon Ball came out. And I didn't see it until way later, like on video. I had to watch it out of curiosity. I wasn't going to pay for that. See that
yeah, you were going to pay for it.
But at least you went with friends, though. Like, if I was going with friends, we could maybe be making fun of it and laugh at it in the theater, right?
You know what the sad part is? Me and my 2 friends knew it was going to be shit, and we went anyway, and we paid full price.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, no. We got a versus idea.
No. Fuck off.
Oh, that's how we bring back verses. We bring back verses hard, strong. We come back hard, man. Bulletproof.
No, that's why when we have
says, Chow Yun-Fat's Nick Chen character, like he continued detective work from City on Fire, weariness, and fuck the world attitude. Nice. What were you saying, Kyle? We're just having fun now. We're gonna end it soon.
No, we definitely need it to be fucking
Iceman 2 versus Invincible Dragon, like we said. Which one's the worst?
God damn it.
Thank you, Eric, for that suggestion. Let's actually do that one still.
We probably should. Because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because it's been a while. It's been, oh, wow, look at that. We got a fan. All right. Hey, Mr. Bones. Hey, all that matters is that you enjoy it, my friend. That's all that matters. Enjoy that bulletproof mug. Yes. Oh, man. But hey, we could keep, you know us, we could probably chat another 2 hours, but we don't want this to be 2 hours. 2 hours more. 3 hours. But yeah, thank you, Kyle.
5 hours later. No,
5
thank
hours
you for
later.
having me.
Thank you, Kyle, for another great recommendation.
No,
I'm
no
getting
problem.
nervous. I'm getting nervous. What's going to break the streak?
I have no idea yet.
I mean, looking at you, I'm like, Kyle, you requested this? I'm gonna be sitting home watching the movie you requested, recommended. I'm gonna be like, what the hell is this, Kyle?
No. You know what's even
you're
worse if I
fucking with
said
me.
it'd be even worse if the hell would definitely freeze over if I said AVPR is not bad.
Kyle takes that personal. Oh wait, I didn't finish my story.
No, so
Yeah. So my oh, it's okay, Mr. Bones. You guys leave Mr. Bones alone. It's okay if he likes that movie. It's all right. Oh, yeah. So when Dragon Ball came out, a buddy of mine is a huge diehard anime fan. I had to ask him. I was like, because I heard it was bad. And I had to ask him. I was like, so, buddy, how was Dragon Ball, the movie? That was Evolution, right?
Yep.
Evolution. Yeah, that's hilarious. How was it? And he goes, I liked it. I was like, oh, okay. All right.
Why?
I didn't hear good things about it. I heard it was pretty bad. I heard some anime fans are kind of pissed off. And so what'd you like about it? And he said, what you said, Kyle? How perfect of a segue that was, right? Right there, isn't that perfect?
And we bring it back to, so what was the best thing about Dragon Ball Evolution? Jamie Chung. Jamie Chung.
That's what he
Jamie
said.
Jamie Chung.
Yeah. So anyway, I was still trying to poke the bear. I'm like, so what was it cool? The fight's good? I mean, like, what was it? He said something like, he kind of settled, and he was like, look, man, we don't have a lot of movies for us. For us, you guys are lucky now. You guys are fucking spoiled now. All right, anime's everywhere. Everyone knows what anime is. Anime's grandma knows what anime is. Back in the early days, it was rough, and he was like, "We don't have any live-action animated movies for us over here in the States." So, I enjoyed it for what it was.
Damn.
That's a brother in a denial, huge denial right there, huh? I was like, I left him alone. I was like, I'm glad
is it your baby? It looks exactly like your.
But how sad is that, though?
That is really fucking
those early 2000s, those are rough. You know, those are rough goings. We had to, you know, sometimes you're desperate. You know, I'm like, you know, hey, I said that about the first Ghost Rider movie. I was like, I still say that movie. The visuals are amazing. I love the soundtrack, but I still feel like that movie gave the viewers blue balls because everything awesome and badass and amazing was building up to something, and then the actual fight scenes were like 3 seconds and then we're done, and I'm like, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Look at Ghost Rider riding next to the original Ghost Rider, Sam Elliott. This is one of the coolest looking visuals ever. Oh my god, they're playing fucking Ghost Rider in the sky. Oh my god, this is amazing. Oh my god. And then when they finally end up, he just shoots the villain, and that's it. All right.
And you're just like this.
Okay.
I guess I gotta do this alone now.
But back then, I was like, well, we don't have a lot of Ghost Rider movies. So it's, yeah. But yeah, we all have our guilty pleasures. It's fine. You know, it's funny. A buddy of mine wanted me to revisit It might have been Matt Merritt from Keep Forward Productions. He wanted me to revisit the sequel and to Ghost Rider. And
Spirit of Vengeance.
I remember seeing it once, and I remember again amazing visuals, but still kind of being blue balled. But I want to revisit that one. Because he was saying that the filmmakers who did
Crank.
Yeah.
That one,
yeah. And he was sending me videos of the behind the scenes stuff of the camera work, like the director's on roller skates with the camera work, following the action, like all this crazy shit. I was like, wow, that's like kind of cool. You know, maybe I'll give it another shot. I don't know if I'll feel any different.
Yeah.
But maybe the filmmaking part of it I can appreciate a little bit more. But we're rambling now. This is turning into a live Q&A hangout now. But hey, you guys are awesome. Thanks again for showing up. Don't forget this Saturday, if you're down there in Glendale, show up. Hey, walk up to the door. You know, pay to get in, pay cash. You get to see Cynthia Rothrock and all kinds of other awesome badasses. Martial arts are going to be there. And you get to see me walking around. So say hi if you see me, if you go there. I put a link in the description box below so you guys can check it out and get all the information and all that good stuff. But Kyle, thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me back, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Yes, right, sir. Yeah, man. Represent. And don't forget to follow Kyle on his filmmaking journey. That's right. Down in the description box below. Keep it rocking, keep it rolling. I might do a film recommendation / live Q&A hangout tomorrow. We'll see how that works out. You know how my schedule is. It's all over the place. But yeah, you guys rock. Got to give us something Dragon Ball. And we'll end it with this. We will end it with this. The Corruptor rules. That's right. If you guys have not seen it, check it out. Get it on Blu-ray, which I will do at some point in the future. Kyle, don't go anywhere. But I'll see you action movie loving badasses on the next one. Take care, guys.
Love y'all.
Do Chow Yun-Fat. Do it.